Hi guys, welcome back to another video. So we'll look at BIO protocol and the BIO token's latest update. So I did cover this token on like August 18th, as you can see somewhere around here. And after that, the token had a massive surge. I did say that this was really strong resistance, but the token actually ended up breaking above from this trend, and it actually ended up peaking somewhere around 33 cents. So in this video, we'll most likely try to dissect this surge and why it happened, and we'll also look at where the token can bounce back from or whether it is going down as of now as well. So let's take a look at it. So there are two main thing that I think basically were the reason the token started to surge. The first one would be that Yaping Bio XP went live on the app. As you can see, it happened on August 21st, as you can see here. So and that this is when it happened, like exactly here after the token started to surge. So it seems like that this was the first reason, and the second one would be the first ignition cell is here. So basically they launched their first you can say their first ecosystem token, which would be this one. It says that Obrai by Bio. So that's exactly like how does the virtual does the thing. So this is like decentralized science agent, as you can see here, and the bio is a decentralized science project, and that niche is really interesting one. So if we take a look at decentralized science niche, we have origin trail, we have bio, and we have research coin. So all of these have one thing in common, that they are working on decentralized science. So the science basically, and they have a marketplace. Some tokens have a marketplace for different research papers, and some do different things. So now we have a bio that does a little bit things a little bit differently, as you can see here. So overall, the token seems to have one of the best one out of these lot of tokens. So basically, the bio protocol seems to be ahead of the curve when it comes to decentralized science. So that could be the reason why the token has done really well after like basically launching back in June, and after like getting destroyed on a launch, and after that it had recovered. So I would say this shows that the bio token does have a really good strength. So let's see what happens now. Anyways, now these were the two main news that I think were the cause of this massive surge. Now if we look at the BIOS tokenomics, it has a max supply of like 3.3 billion, out of which it says like 2 billion is in the circulation. So like we have around 1.3 billion has yet to come out. And if we look at like investors, as of now the investors are like getting their tokens. So that means the token had this massive sell pressure, because most likely the investors were taking the profit. That is what I can deduct, and that is what I can think from, because if you look here, the biggest the biggest bad day it had was on Jan of like, or the Feb first, as you can see here. So if you look here, this is like starting from the May, the investors start to get their tokens. So like from here, the token had a massive, like you can say, the massive sell pressure as well whenever it went up. So I think most of the tokens are sold by the investors. Again, even if we look at the recent surge, it shows that there were massive sellers waiting to sell the token. So these could also be investors as well. So I think the investors are most likely taking the profit as of now. Again, they have received like 185 million tokens, and they will get a lot more tokens as well. So the investors have allocation of like 436 million tokens. So again, I think the bio, even if it like continues to go up, there will be always a sell pressure from this investor. So that is something you should know. Anyways, moving on. So now if we look at the price, I think this is again, if we just try to use a fib retracement from the surge, like from here when the surge started to happen. So this is how it looks like as of now. I think we do have a pretty good buy zone around on this exact level on like 15 cent, and that is the most likely reason why we have seen this slight interest in the price. So again, as of now, I think the token can actually go higher as of now. Like it can like surge as high as 19 cent as of now, if we see more buyers in the market. But again, I think the best entry for the coin or the buyer would be somewhere around 11 cent, or like somewhere around 10 to 9.5 cent, and I think that is the best entry for the BIO token as of now. And again, I think we can push it lower, like it can go as low as 11 cent, and it can push it like as high as 16 cent. That can also happen as well. But again, as of now, it did break this trend line, so I'm not that much excited for the price, because the trend line was a bit too steep, as you can see here. So it's just making a pretty needed correction, I would say, as of now. So let's see where it stops. But I think again, as of now, it is at a pretty good support as well, so it can push it higher if we see more. If it wants to go up, I think it can hit as low as 15.4 cent, and it can go up after that as well. So that is possibility, I think. Again, it seems to, if it can push it above from this trend line, I think we may see a pretty good surge as well. So as of now, there's a pretty good possibility that the token can push it as high as 21 cent, or even 26 cent as of now, especially if it starts to go from this zone. So as of now, it is in a pretty good buy zone as well. But again, if it breaks below this zone, around 15.4 cent, we could be heading towards I would say 12 cent, or even slightly lower than that. And it can go as low as 10 to 9.5 cent as well. So I'm looking at this entry, because the reason would be that before, even if you look at this massive surge, before it actually end up hitting 32 cent, it actually did retest as low as 10 cent to 9.5. So I think again, this is the best entry for the coin as of now. Anyways, let's see what happens. But overall, as of now, I think the investors, or likely whoever bought the token somewhere around here, is taking the profit. So they could basically buy it again as well. Let's see what happens. But overall, I think the BIO is the top decentralized science project, and of course it will have the sell pressure in the long term. But as of now, if we look at the short term, I think it's looking fairly good for the BIO token in general, because it is showing the signs of it is showing the signs of hope, I would say, if you look at its price. So let's see what happens. Anyways, I just want to call this coin. I will be back with more. Thanks for watching.